Hello everyone. Every single LEGO Star Wars January 2025 set has been revealed, and there's a lot to unpack. We have some incredible builds coming our way, including the return of fan favorite ships like the ARC 170. But some of these prices might just seem a little too high. In this video I'll break down every set, share my thoughts on their design, features, pricing, and give you my take on whether they're worth adding to your collection or not. So let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we have the brand new Acclimator class assault ship, and it has that iconic shape that makes it instantly recognizable. It's a bit smaller than some of the other ships in that Starship series, but that's totally accurate to its in-universe size. The smaller scale also means a more wallet-friendly price, $50, which feels fair for the level of detail we're getting here. One of my favorite features of this set is the underside of the ship. The area that's supposed to carry all the ground troops and vehicles is underneath, and the way LEGO integrated it here is very seamless and perfect. It looks really good. The ship is new to LEGO, and it's such a welcome addition to the Republic fleet. With this Starship sub-theme expanding, we're getting closer and closer to being able to have a full armada on your one shelf. It's going to be really cool to be able to set all these up, like it's a big space battle. And because of that, I can't wait to see what LEGO does next with this lineup. Next, we've got Grogu and his pram. And while I had my doubts about this one, I have to admit, it's growing on me. Sure, it's another buildable Grogu, but this version does offer something new with the pram. The design is pretty clean, but it's not very intricate, and from these pictures, it seems like it'd be a little unstable. However, LEGO almost never suffers with stability, and the builds are always good, so this is probably just from the pictures, and in person I'm sure it's perfectly fine. Besides the structural look, the appearance though does look great besides that. Again, a little simple, but otherwise this would have been a lot more of an expensive set if they went a different route with the build method. One standout detail from the set though is this little frog they included, a nod to Grogu's constant ability to eat everything. These small touches really make LEGO sets fun, and it's a nice little Easter egg to the past episodes. It's not a groundbreaking set, but for Mandalorian fans, it's a fun, quirky addition to the collection. Alright, now onto one of the most anticipated sets of this wave, the ARC 170 Starfighter. It's been far too long since this Clone Wars classic has been in the LEGO lineup, and I'm thrilled to see it back. From a distance, the design is stunning. The big engines are very important to see, and they are great. And overall, the silhouette looks fantastic. But up close, you'll start to notice the build is a bit simpler than past iterations. The piece count is on the lower side, which is surprising given the $70 price tag. That said, the inclusion of the 3 clone pilots is a major win. 2 of them are even named clone pilots, which is awesome to see. The detail on them is really great, and I love that we're finally getting clone pilots again. While the build might not justify the price entirely, I'm still excited to get this set in hand. The details that matter, the engines, the wing blasters, and the minifigures are all top notch. And I'm sure I'll feel a lot better about this set once I have it in hand. Next up we have Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, and right out of the gate, this set feels like a classic Clone Wars set. The build is solid, the minifigures look great, even if I was hoping for an Anakin figure with his Jedi armor. Both characters are sporting their outfits from the later seasons, and this is the tire we see the most, so I still think it was a solid choice, and it was executed very well. Still 2 figures I'm very happy to get. Plus, the astromech's nice as well. The build follows suit with an extraordinarily nice ship. Everything on here looks fantastic. The wing details in particular are second to none. This is some of the best work we've seen on a LEGO set ever. The wings have some perfect detailing, the exact markings we see on Ahsoka's ship. The new cockpit also looks pretty darn nice. Altogether, this set looks to be the perfect package, and exactly what we were expecting. The problem is though, LEGO is trying to write this set off as $45. I have no clue where that price is coming from, and it's got to be one of the most overpriced sets in the last few years. I hate to say it, but sometimes it just feels like LEGO overprices these Clone Wars sets, and that might be what's happening here with the ARC 170 and Ahsoka's Interceptor. I would hate to make any accusations like that, but this is what it feels like. Out of all these sets, the ARC 170 and this set in particular seem overpriced. This one, more than any of them, is just crazy overpriced at $45. It feels totally on a left field, and while I love this set and can't wait to get it, I think $45 is way too big of an ask. I would definitely recommend everyone to wait for a sale for this one. $45 is just insane. Other than that, that shouldn't taint the set's image because besides that, it is perfect. Next, we have a set that's not really that exciting. It's the 4 Plus Mandalorian in 1 Starfighter. And even though we don't expect much from 4 Plus sets, this one is just terrible. This is worse than I could have even imagined. This is a very tough sell. With just 92 pieces, a $30 price tag is already crazy, but then you look at this build, and no way. I can't imagine anyone wanting to buy this. It's way too oversimplified, even for a 4 Plus set. This has somewhat been a problem for almost all the 4 Plus sets, but they must sell because LEGO keeps coming out with them. This one, though, I think has to be the worst of them yet. I find this build to be honestly insulting to younger builders. Just because they're younger doesn't mean they deserve a worse product. Then when you take into account the figures, they aren't anything special either, which doesn't help its case. Overall, this set is a huge mess, and I already know people are going to skip it anyways since it was a 4 Plus set, so it's probably not going to make too much noise, but I did still need to talk about it here. And then finally, we're on to the last set, the Home 1 Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. Now, I gotta say I will have some bias here, because this set is a dream come true for me. I love the Mon Calamari ships, and so finally seeing Admiral Akbar's flagship was just absolutely terrific. With 559 pieces for $70, this pricing's on par with the rest of the Starship series, and the build is absolutely stunning. The iconic bubble-like shapes are captured perfectly, and the details like the blue Hainer Bay and the Micro Nebulon B frigate are the cherry on top. Personally, I think this is the Starship series' best ship yet. And part of that is just because it offers something totally new. This ship is unlike any other in Star Wars, and it's going to look cool on a shelf, especially to those who know what it is. The coloring in the bubbles are amazing, and LEGO did an amazing job with this Starship series like they always do. I also think this set was a great choice, not just because we haven't seen it before in LEGO, but because it's going to look great next to that Executor Star Destroyer they released not too long ago. Both ships were seen in Return of the Jedi, and on a shelf together, they're going to look really cool, especially if you have that Death Star 2 gift with purchase from a couple years ago. It was a really good choice by LEGO, and it's going to have great cohesion with a few recent sets. And with that, that'll wrap up the full LEGO Star Wars January 2025 wave. Overall, it's a very strong start to the year, with a mix of display pieces and playsets. While some like the ARC 170 and Ahsoka's Interceptor maybe feel a bit overpriced, the quality is undeniable. Then you have some amazing additions to the Starship series. The Home 1 and Acclimator ship are going to be amazing to see on shelves finally. Both 2 new sets that LEGO finally made. January should be another great wave for LEGO Star Wars, and I can't wait to pick these new sets up. But now it's time for you to let me know what you think. Which set was your favorite? Which one are you looking forward to the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.